Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Fringe of the Lunatics Fringe. New single out, AFPS. That stands for all you fucking radio nerds and the NSCP, whatever it's called. That's another fucking pop song. Go fuck yourselves, you radio editing cunts. Anyways, this is the first edition of the Lunacy movie review. That's right, Mr. Fringe is now reviewing movies. I am just selling out all over the place. Selling out with music, selling out with content, because you know what? You'll fucking eat it up, won't you? In this most recent episode, I went and saw a movie called Late Night with the Devil, which I believe right now sits at a 98 or 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let me tell you all, this movie was absolute fucking dog shit. Dog shit. I don't know what drugs these people are either, buying off the streets or being prescribed, but this is a dog shit, horrible movie. It sucked. Let me tell you what happens. By the way, this is full spoiler. So, there's this guy, his wife dies of cancer. He's the late night talk show host. He's trying to compete with Johnny Carson. He sucks at it. He's got zero energy. It's amazing that all these fucking retards on the internet are telling me that, oh my God, if it wasn't for the main character, there'd be no compelling character in the movie. The guy sucked. I don't know his name. The guy sucked. Everybody sucked in the movie. The movie sucked. Anyways, guy's wife dies of cancer. He's a TV show host. His ratings are going down because he sucks, much like he does in real life with his fucking acting. And he decides, all right, we're going to go all out on a Halloween special for this show and try and save the network. So he gets this, James Randi. Let me back it up. He gets this, oh my God. You know me, I'm not of the PC culture. That was way after my time. But they get this fucking stereotypical Habib Indian guy on there. And he's supposed to be, like one of them John Edwards, Sylvia Brown types. Comes on and he goes, oh, I'm feeling a Pemberton. I don't even remember. But anyways, this guy stands up in the audience. No dice. And then, all of a sudden, he comes over to these two women on the side and they go, again, I don't remember the names. This movie was so bad I don't remember shit. I mean, I do, but, not the specifics. And he comes up to these two women and he's like, okay, ladies, Edmund. And they're like, oh my God, that was our son. That was oh, wow. And he goes, what about this, something about a teddy bear? And they're like, a guy wants to know if his teddy bear is safe or something. And he goes, the two ladies go, yes, of course, we kept all of his stuff. And he goes, yeah, he already knew. And then they start crying, and then they get this is where the James Randi character guy comes in. I forget his name. It's like Carl Flanagan or I don't know, something stupid. So this guy comes in and he's trying to disprove everybody that's on the show. Tries to disprove this guy, Indian guy, and then all of a sudden the Indian guy starts freaking out. He spews blood all over the place, lights shatter. And the James Randi guy's just snickering, and he's like, I know all about these tricks. Anyway, so they cut to a commercial. The Indian guy gets in an ambulance, he leaves, ends up he dies. I don't know, he bled out from all over, something stupid, terrible. But then they bring on this hot little filly. By the way, there's like a weird exchange with this woman and like the host of the show. Like he looks like he wants to like kiss her and just start like gobbling on her neck, and he's like, oh, come on, you got to do this for me. And she brings on this little girl that's supposedly like possessed by the devil. Evidently, she grew up in a cult where they had this like Anton LaVey. You could tell they're like drawing from so many specific people. I think that's the point. It's like satanic panic era, whatever. But like, this little girl grew up in a cult that was led by like Anton LaVey, and all of his followers, like, they had sex to have children that were sacrificed. And then one day he's like, you know what? Everybody should just douse themselves in gasoline and we'll just light this whole fucking place on fire because the feds are looking into us, and we'll reach some sort of higher plane if we just do this anyways. So there's one survivor. It's this little girl, and so anyways, this hot filly comes in. She's like, I've been the parapsychologist with this little girl, and she's got some sort of demon inside her, and I've been treating her for forever since she was a little girl, and she's definitely got a demon inside her. So anyways, they interview the girl, and they're like, oh, don't, the hot little filly, she's like, please don't bring the devil out of her. She's been sporadic lately. She's been erratic. She's exhibited like erratic behavior. Like, boy, she's really had a lot of devil come up out of her lately. And she's like, please don't do this. The guy's like, no, it's fine. Here, let me try and gobble on your neck a little bit more. So they ambush both of them on the TV, and they're like, come out, devil of this little girl. And she comes out, and she's like, don't I look pretty? I'm your wife. Something stupid. I don't know. It's so goddamn dumb. And then the James Randi guy's like, I know everything that you did to produce what you just did, and I can do the same thing with one of like the guy's host. So he brings guy's host out on stage, and he evidently, what do they call that when you hypnotize? He hypnotizes like the whole audience to think that like worms are coming out of this guy. He starts peeling his skin back. This giant cock thing falls out of his eye. I don't know. And they're like, play the tape back, and everything looks normal. And he's like, see, I'll bet you $500,000 that this girl isn't legitimate. And then the little girl speaks up, and she's like, well, let's roll the tape back of my footage. And so they roll the tape back of her footage, and everything's the same. The demon comes out of her. He starts talking. Shit goes wild, whatever. Yeah. And then, like, all of a sudden, they're like, we're not doing anything else. We're going to end the show now. And the host is like, well, we can't leave on that note. Like, let's bring the demon back out. And because all these people are like, oh my God, wow, your ratings have gone through the roof. There's so many people watching. And so he's like, no, we're just going to leave it. And then, the little girl gets possessed again, and she like splits into this, you ever seen Doctor Who? When they regenerate, they've got that big beam of light just splitting them down the middle. Like, that's what happens to the little girl, and she like cracks everybody's heads around, and like people are dying all over the place. The little filly gets her like neck split open, and yeah, it's just nuts. And then they cut to this like really odd scene of it's like the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey, where like the guy's in the bed and he's looking all like frail, and it's like the Moon Child, and all these fucking nerds go, oh my god, one of the best movie ever, Stanley Kubrick's a genius, this is one of the best movies on the face of the planet, it's been referenced a million times. But anyways, and it shows like his wife, and she's like dying in a bed because she's got cancer, and she's like, just do it, like put me out of my misery, please, I love you, just put me out of my misery. And the guy stabs his wife in the stomach, and then it ends up that that was all like a dream. He doesn't know what's going on in his head, and what really happened was he stabbed the little demon possessed girl in the stomach. And so he's like the last survivor on his night show on Halloween. Like everybody's been killed because of this little girl, and he stabs the little girl and she dies. And I know I totally like fucked this up, but at the beginning, you know that like Bohemian Grove shit, like Alex, what's his face, the Sandy Hook guy. He like broke into Bohemian Grove, and like they like worship an owl, and there's like sacrifices, and it's all like Illuminati shit. Evidently this guy has something to do with that. I don't know. And they're like, like all these people appear out of nowhere, and there was like, your Halloween special was a hit. Drink this blood, and you're gonna become a success. You're gonna be way big than Johnny Carson. And then the movie just like, the screen, it says like end transmission, because the whole thing is like a VHS tape. It's so goddamn dumb. And then everything just melts, the screen melts at the end, and then that's the end of the fucking movie. So you're welcome. I know that this has been 12 minutes long, but I just saved you probably like an hour and 28 minutes, because this movie's absolute goddamn horse shit, garbage trash, so dumb, so stupid. If you like it, you're one of those people, just you're jumping on the bandwagon because, oh my god, so dumb, so dumb. Anyways, that has been what did I call this thing at the beginning of the show? I don't know. Lunacy movie reviews, episode number 1. Okay. This is Mr. Fringe. We have a new song out. Another fucking pop song. Bye!